Alright, so my name is Sri, as you guys must have noticed. I'm here in Trip Machine with Siddharth, and this question is a pretty controversial one. Is EV the future in India? Will people buy electric motorcycles here in India? I'm of the thought that yes, this is where the general direction is going. It's a progressive thing to be introducing electric vehicles in the market, as you see that there are already a lot of EVs out there in the world. But what do you think?
Before I can answer that, Shri, I'll ask you, why do you ride motorcycles?
I ride my Interceptor specifically because it looks very good to me.
Okay.
Yes.
But when you ride it, does it feel right?
Because it looks right to me.
Okay.
So when I sit on it, yeah, I
but,
feel
but,
good.
But when the engine runs, the vibrations from the engines, when the throttle vibrates, good, bad, ugly, does
Right.
it make you feel a certain way? Why would you ride that motorcycle and not anything else?
Because
It's
when-
not just because you're looking at it like this,
Yeah.
right? It's also a lot more to that motorcycle.
No, it's a lot more to a general motorcycle generally. Why I ride is because when I'm on two wheels, be it anyone for that matter, it makes you feel that as if you're flying in the air. That wind that's going on your face, and when you are completely not, I would not use the word zoned out, but you are in a different mood altogether because it uplifts it. Sort of the saying that riding a motorcycle is very therapeutic. I completely believe in that thing. Yes, a lot of old school motorcycle enthusiasts would say that the bike feels a certain way. It vibes, the sound, the thumping of the engine. Yes, but it's never about that to me in particular. That's just my opinion. So if I would sit on a motorcycle that is that does not have any vibrations, that doesn't sound anything like, I might feel that I am in the movie Tron.
No, what I really feel is that the motorcycle, if it is considered a human, the engine is the heart, and when you change the heart of a motorcycle,
Yeah.
you've changed the complete ethos of that system.
Yeah, but
And the engine is such an important aspect of that motorcycle. That is what is the motor in the motorcycle, right? And when you replace that engine out and put in a battery in it, it possibly loses 80% of the motorcycle in itself. So I'll tell you, the biggest motorcycling brand, at least back then, which was always a pioneer in bringing out new stuff,
Right.
was Harley Davidson. They brought out the live wire.
right.
It failed, right? Why do you think it failed?
Because there is a huge cult following of Harley Davidson. They want the bike in a certain way. They didn't accept the fact that it could be electric also. There was no flaw in that bike. They're still working on it, by the way. They haven't stopped it.
They don't sell it. Like they.
So it has been a prototype since what? I started looking at electric wire was 2014.
I love the Harley Davidson brand.
Yes. So do I.
Harley Davidson parted their name out of the live wire model in itself. Right? The live wire exists. Harley Davidson owns 80% of it. I think it's 80% still. But it's no longer called a Harley Davidson live wire. It's just called live wire.
Okay. This is news to me though.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to drive.
But it's on the same lines when Harley Davidson tried something radical by introducing Pan America. That's an adventure motorcycle which Harley Davidson does not make. But it did take a step towards that, right?
Yeah.
So again, a lot of motorcycle companies are taking this step because in everybody's vision, this is the right thing to do. And this
Nobody's
will
taking that step.
people are like companies like Ultraviolette.
Ultraviolette is a EV company first and not a motorcycle company. Where I'm coming from again is any of the big guys. The Harley Davidson was the first guy to try it.
Right.
Nobody after Harley Davidson have really tried it. Like a Triumph has never tried it. A Honda will anyway never try it. Right? All the big Kawasaki's, Yamahas. Yamaha will make an EV scooter, They may or may not, I don't know if they do.
Yamaha doesn't like to experiment any which way, so that's there.
No, but
They
what
will
I'm
not.
trying to say is,
They-
why do you think, forget everything, whether it's so, let's face, EV is not a new technology. EV's been there, there are more popular EVs, there possibly in every, I don't know the numbers, but in every 10 cars, 3 cars might be EVs that are sold today. I may be wrong. And cars sell. Scooters also sell. Motorcycle guys are a different category of people.
This is because there's a general fear, especially in the Indian market, that motorcycles are harmful. Like you get into an accident because scooters sell like hotcakes because they're slow and they are easy for you to commute between point A and point B. Cars also sell because you're sitting inside a cage, they are safe. So it doesn't matter if they're buying a petrol engine or an electric engine. Motorcycles, however, electric motorcycles have a tendency to go really fast because they do not, they have a lot of torque in them.
So my theory around that is that there are no electric motorcycles because motorcyclists are a different mindset. By that I mean when you bought your motorcycle, you bought it to go around the world, or you bought it to go to your point A to point B is possibly 500-600 kilometers away.
Yeah.
I agree that the range of the EVs may not be perceived to be put inside a motorcycle because you may still be commuting to work, but when you're buying that bike, you bought it to go away. Right? But in a car, you bought it to go to office. In a scooter, you bought it to go to office, so it works. But motorcycles are bought for the pure passion of riding them.
Yeah.
Somehow, when you do EVs, whether they're good for the environment or bad for the environment is completely
I
separate
agree on that
conversation.
one. Yeah, it's a completely different one.
I think motorcycles need to feel a certain way. And that heart of the motorcycle, if you replace it, it's gone.
I believe motorcycles are an instrument that makes you escape that reality which you want to, which is why you're buying that in the first place. It is just an instrument. Now the instrument can be a petrol one and can be an electric one. The passion remains the same. And because it's an emerging market, people would take 10 years, another decade or so, but they will move towards electric ones. Yes, I might be ostracized for saying this out loud. However, I don't mind because this is where the entire thing is going away now.
It's not going. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
On-
No one's
you
buying
might not,
EVs.
No, you're not noticing it right now, but pretty soon you would. I'm sure.
No, we might when the ranges go up.
Yeah.
But even then, the soul of the motorcycle lies in the engine. And when you replace the soul, it's become, like you said, an instrument and not a motorcycle. A motorcycle is not a machine.
Yeah.
A motorcycle is something that connects to you.
It does, for sure. This one has a
it's not
Bluetooth
a
connectivity
machine.
also, so it connects in a more different way.
It would. Okay, I'll ask you a different question. Automatic versus manual.
Yeah.
Choose one.
Okay. I would choose manual.
You don't get manuals in EVs. You'll never ride one.
Okay. Well, you've caught me in a bag now.
You didn't buy it to watch a screen.
No, you're right. I would choose manual. I said that because, again, I haven't accepted in my mind and I haven't ridden many EVs to begin with. Once I get familiar with that feeling, I might have a different opinion.
It's fast.
For example, you're talking about range, like yes, EVs have a limited range and they need to be recharged. However, the ranges are increasing.
I agree.
And then from Hanle to Umlingla, there is no petrol station. So you have to buy one. And if you accidentally get a bad fuel which has ethanol mixed in it, which is also another odd topic these days, your motorcycle is completely gone. However, in electric motorcycles, you just need to charge it. It doesn't matter if you're in Umlingla or Hanle or Neuma or anywhere else.
No, I agree.
You will get a beautiful range.
I agree. Plus also, I think the charging times are going down.
Yes, exactly.
Right? What I'm trying to say is that it is possible for you to create an EV motorcycle. It may not be very easy to sell it to hardcore motorcycle guys. Because we like our motorcycles a certain way.
Agreed. So, but what do you think about this upcoming motorcycle, Ultraviolette Shockwave?
That's a nice looking bike. Like I was going to book it, but then I said I have 11 in my garage, and I told my wife I'm not buying more.
Well, on that note, I'm not married, so I have booked myself one.
So I think why that might still work is because when you're buying that Shockwave, you're not looking to go from, like in your example, Delhi to Dehradun on it. You're looking to take it on tracks and ride it hard there and then bring it back.
Right.
Right? Possibly on your
So that
pickup
quote
truck.
unquote gives you the feel what an adventure motorcycle or what any motorcycle would give, but in a safer environment or in a controlled environment, I would say. Because you would essentially take it to trails. That's where it is marketed towards, right? So what is to stop people from buying this bike and say that, hey, this gives me a very good feel. Like this, I can afford it. It's just 1.4 lakh. It has immense torque at the rear wheel. It just weighs 110 or maybe 120 kilos. That's lighter than Flying Flea, which you don't like apparently. So people would buy it because conventional motorcycles, yes, hardcore motorcyclists will love the feel of the bike. And with the feel of the bike comes every aspect of it, which a modern rider will not want. The weight aspect of it. Majority of people don't lean towards Himalayan because they say it's very top heavy. They can't mount the bike. And us Indians are of that mentality that if I can flat foot both of my feet, I'm safe on the bike.
But it's still not my first motor. Like I'm not, when I'm trying to become, or if I'm trying to buy my first motorcycle, it's not the first motorcycle I'm buying. It's possibly I have 2 motorcycles in my garage and I'm buying a third one just for the fun part of it. It's got a particular task assigned to it. Whereas motorcycle guys are more like, I'm going to use this motorcycle every day. I'm going to take it to work. Plus I'm going to go around the world on it also. A Shockwave is a different species. Like there was this brand that was there, no? That started at Zero. I don't know if you know the brand. Zero was the one that made these electric
Yeah,
bikes.
I do know.
The guy
Woody
that-
Harrelson also rides these motorcycles.
The
still
bike
does.
that Ola copied in their advertisements. Very cool. You should see that thing.
I've known Zero motorcycles. Yes,
Yeah,
the
so
electric ones.
Ola had copied their ad completely without.
Shot
Remember,
by shot?
Ola made this really fast Ola motorcycle. Remember that one?
I
That
haven't
they-
seen the ad though. No.
They launched a really fast electric bike, and they didn't even bother to take a picture of the bike. They picked up a Zero ad and AI'd their bike image on that.
Wow.
So I also feel you can't trust the EV guys.
I would say my take on it would be that I would give the person a chance first. If he can do a good job with the EV, great. And on same thought that you said that it cannot be a starting motorcycle, I think it very well can be because parts are cheap, bike itself is cheap, it's light enough for you to just fall on it and then pick it back up and then go away. And city commuting, yes, right now it's on a prototype stage. It is coming on a full production scale by the end of this year, if I'm not wrong. But if one gets it, he would commute on this motorcycle also in city limits itself, which would be a great thing to have. So to conclude the thing,
I still don't call it a motorcycle.
I think change is the only constant. So might as well embrace it or become.
Okay, so by your logic, when do you think EVs will become mainstream?
I would give it another decade. There's
I
time.
think in another
There's
decade,
time.
the EV craze might just have ended.
People would have, so I'm using this word a lot, people would have evolved with the presence of EVs in the market today. They would change their perspectives because right now there are 2 more motorcycles coming from Ultraviolette itself. So I'm just talking about this, not other ones, because this is a good example to set a benchmark on. So nobody has any negative things or thoughts to say about this brand.
Yeah.
Yes. So if people would give this a chance, it would just definitely take this market like a song.
I have my thoughts reserved, but I think we should end the video now. I don't think EV motorcycles will exist. Shri believes they will exist and they will become mainstream. What are your thoughts?